Peace. Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Greetings, greetings, greetings. Grand Rising. Shit. I don't know why I can't find my spray. I left it with somebody. Peace, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Peace, beloved. Peace, peace, peace. Grand Rising. Oh, y'all. Trying to. Oh, it's not helping me do that. So we're going to go ahead and get started. All right. Peace. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Can y'all hear me good? I know we were having sound issues yesterday. So y'all let me know if you can hear me good before I get started. Let me know if you can hear me good. Peace, peace, peace. Everybody's coming in. Peace, Goddess of Light. Grand Rising. We good sound-wise? Ain't gonna be on here too long today because I want to make sure I'm meditating. Today is the Lion's Gate, okay? Well, the 8/8 Lion's Gate. So this is a great time, if you are able to just sit still. Oh, are we glitching already? Dang. I swear I think they be like signaling like she on, start glitching. This is a great time to sit still. Bring in the 8 o'clock hour, wherever you are, meditating, focusing on your intentions, receiving divine messages, making sure that you are connecting with your higher self. Okay, so this is a great time for you to sit still and take advantage of the energy that is for you with this Lion's Gate. It's an amazing week. It's an amazing week. These dreams been kicking my butt. I was like, dang. And I sit still in my dreams. Let's see what we got. I don't want to do it anymore. This is already. Yes, the Lion's Gate. Go back and look at maybe my video from yesterday or the day before yesterday. And I think I made posts on my page about the Lion's Gate. So Lion's Gate is when Sirius, the star, actually aligns with the sun, creates this amazing energy shift in the universe that helps with like DNA activation. It helps with connecting. Grand Rising, boo. It helps with connecting with your higher self. I keep getting this one. I don't think this one for y'all, so I'm not pull it out. Okay. It's a lot of great energy. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Peace, peace, peace. I swear. I don't know how many cards in here, but I swear we get the same cards all the time. Sometimes. And this crystal deck, I might actually, let me see if I can pull from Rumi. Yeah, let's pull from Rumi today. Maybe that's a sign we need to move to a different one. We are. We absolutely are. I want to link, one of our tribe members is out there where you at, if I'm not mistaken, Queen Moore. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, yeah, let's go with that. I'm gonna send you her contact information. I think it would be a good person for you to connect with. Well, vice versa. All right, so let's get started on this reading for today. So the energy today, the first card that came out is, boom, resurrection. What is resurrection? It is when the old patterns and cycles are dying off. It's time for that to die. And you have been so focused and intentional on evolving to your higher self, connecting to your ascension. Okay, connecting to your ascension. And because you are connecting to your ascension, look, the old stuff got to die. Old patterns, old behavior, old people, old environments. All the old stuff, anything that's not serving your higher self cannot rise with you. So it's a lot of energy that's pushing us into that anyway. But specifically today, this is an opportunity that if something is holding you back energetically wise, this is the time that it's great to let it go. Negative energy, let it go. Old people, let it go. Relationships that are toxic, let them go. Dynamics that are making you feel like you are more you're grounded and not like flying high, like you cannot ascend. And when I say grounded, I'm talking about grounded in a heavy way, like they holding you back. Let it go, because this is a time frame where you can get into a space that is going to create an alignment with the higher self, an alignment with the source. Okay, so you can ascend, so you can resurrect like Jesus. I promise you. The love card is coming out. And the love card is saying this is a time to really truly operate on the frequency of love. All right. If we are resurrecting and we are rising to our higher self, if we are, coming into our own enlightenment and our own ascension, this is a time that you need to actually operate in your own self-love. How are you operating in self-love? How are you being so consistent and we talk about this all the time, so consistent and so disciplined, because that's one of the cards that come out, so disciplined to how you are connecting to the love of self. Okay, this is really important, because when you are loving yourself properly, people know how to love you back. When you loving yourself properly, everything that is in alignment with loving you will come to you. Okay? Because that's the only thing that can operate on that frequency. Y'all have to understand that when we are operating on a certain frequency, nothing can get to you. This is why when I broke the video down on, I think curses, people were asking about curse. You cannot be cursed if you are operating at a high frequency. If you operating at your highest frequency, you're not even on the level of curse. That can't even get to you. It ain't even gonna, like, It will literally miss you like on some Matrix shit. Okay? So you have to be in a space where you understand what the frequency of love even represents. And when you are in that space and you are truly being disciplined to what that means, then everything falls in alignment. Everything. Everything. Girl, that means that your Oshun is all the way on. That means your magnetism is all the way on. When in many men, and then the thing is, just like the light, so let's not get it twisted. When you are on the frequency of love, self-love, that means that your light is all the way on. Okay? And when that light is on, think about the light that's outside. What happened when the light is outside? Like when you got a light on your front doorstep, what happened? All the bugs, everything come gravitating to it. Like everything. The light is there to illuminate the way, but all the extra shit come as well. So you have to make sure that you are truly, because it's a test. Are you truly operating in the energy of love? Because if you truly operating in the energy of love, then you're not gonna, like the people that's coming to you that ain't in alignment with that, you're gonna be able to see through it. You're gonna be able to see through the BS. You're gonna be able to see through all of the drama and the fuckery and all of that. It might be too early to be cussing like this, but you're gonna see it. So if you waver in this, in any aspect, if you wavering, then listen. You're gonna get a bug. And not the bug that you want. You're gonna get a bugaboo. For real. All right. So this is a time frame that you need to call on your ancestors. Today specifically is a great time if you have never worked with your ancestors to work with your ancestors, because the veil is very thin. The energy is really connected, okay, to that ancestor realm. So this is a great time for you to receive messages, for you to connect to your real divine purpose, for you to be in enlightenment, okay? So this is a time frame that you got to pay attention. What are you, connected to? All right, what are you connected to? You're going to see a lot of synchronicities in numbers. You should have been already seeing them before we even got to today. The synchronicities was popping off before we even got to today. Why? Because what I just said, the metaphysical realm is a lot more accessible than it usually is. Okay? So when I say the veil is thin, that means that illusionary, for some of us, protection between the metaphysical realm or other dimensions and this dimension is like super connected. We'll say that. So if you are a very tuned in person, empathic, or receptive vehicle, you're going to see how certain dynamics, okay, you're going to see how certain dynamics are going to come and play. How do you connect with the ancestors with respect? Great question. So to me, just keep it very simple. Do not do like a whole lot of extra stuff. Just be very humble when you come. I always suggest that if you have a picture, I just pulled pictures for my little cousin for a certain dynamic. Oh, here we go. So I just pulled this one out because I didn't have a picture that had both my great grandparents on there. So having just a simple picture to acknowledge, I would even start with someone that you might have been close to, or that you know has a direct lineage. Like let's say that your mom's mother died or something like that. Pull a picture that's like that. I always have like all the elements. So y'all know the elements are what? Earth, fire, air, and water. So that could be a cup of water. Okay. You can go pull you some dirt up, or you can have crystals for earth. Okay. Or a plant. You can do, what did I say? Fire, a candle. And I prefer to use white candles on my ancestor altars. I always use white candles. And then your air could be a feather or an incense, or them the two that I like the best. I don't want to tell y'all some of the other stuff, but yeah, them the two that I would use. Feather or incense, or something that, for you that represents air. Okay. If you do not have all of that, let's be clear. You don't have to have all of that. You can just have like a little area and have a table or maybe a picture if you are able to access a picture. If not, get a candle. Okay. I always tell people to start with a candle. Okay. Start with a candle. and just light that candle, sit with that candle, acknowledge that, you know, your ancestors, if you know how to pour libations for the ancestors, that would be great. You can look that up. If you don't, like I said, don't overthink this. A lot of times y'all will overthink the process and then you miss the point. The whole point is for you to be intentional and sit down with your ancestors, because there's going to be times that you need to communicate with your ancestors and you ain't going to be able to sit there with no whole damn altar with all of this. You are the altar. You are the walking temple. So you should be able to sit still and communicate with them no matter what. Okay? This is more about intention, and I don't want y'all to get so dependent on having all of these beautiful things just because they make it beautiful or they are very symbolic. At the end of the day, it's about the intention and what it is that you're striving to do. Okay? So you can like literally just sit there and just be like, making sure that you're being very intentional about connecting to your ancestors. I think I put an ancestor prayer on. If I haven't, I'll post one today. Because I do feel like this is a great opportunity. Like I said, if you've never worked with your ancestors, that's the people you should have been working with. I hope none of y'all wasn't out here working with Orishas before you working with your ancestors. Let's be clear. That's the one thing that I am more of a stickler on. I'll be like, why are you working with Oshun? Or why are you working with Shango? You work with all these people before you work with your granddaddy? Okay, don't do that. Jonisa asks, where do we start when you feel like you are all over the place? You got to go inward. Start with self. Start with meditating. Start with like really understanding your weaknesses and your strengths. So you want to really get to this. Okay? You really want to get to this. How am I starting? Where do I go from here? I feel lost. Start with going inside, inward. This is the time to really connect with who you are, what your purpose is. Okay? What did I come to do? What did my family come? The biggest thing I think I say about why I get frustrated with the family dynamic, because a lot of time the answers to who we are and what our purpose is right there in our lineage. If you pay attention to what your grandmother did, the cycles that maybe she repeated, if you pay attention to maybe what your great auntie did, and really get to know who those people were in your family, whether you knew them from a physical perspective or not, you'll find a lot of answers that kind of connect to who you are for real. Because we are walking ancients. I keep saying that. We are reborn ancestors. Okay? We always cycle back. So you got to see where you're connected to. Okay? So discipline card came up. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. I can do anything because I am disciplined. Okay? I am disciplined. And because I am disciplined, that means that when I am operating in my self-love, I am very intentional every day that I am operating in love. I am disciplined to my love language. I'm going to be disciplined to it. Our finances card is coming up. This is a great time for you to put the energy out of what you want to see happen with your finances. If you want to see your finances increase, if you want to learn how to manage, because please don't ask for increase if you don't know how to manage your money. Ask for how to be more responsible with your money, how to be sense opportunities when you get money. Have more opportunities open up so you can make more money. You need to be very clear about the wording that you're using when you're saying, I want an increase of abundance, or I want an increase of money, or I want all this money, whatever you're going to say. Okay? Because a lot of times you ain't got no money because you don't know how to handle your money. You don't know how to budget your money. You don't know how to operate in abundance. And that's why you are lacking it. Okay, so you want to make sure that you are in a space that you're asking for not only the abundance and the increase of overflow in your life, but how do I manage it? How do I become more responsible with it? Okay. Okay. This is a very important dynamic. How do I be more disciplined? Hey, Pooh. Grand Rising. Okay. How do I be more disciplined with my finances? All right. So let's look at our Rumi card. I pulled a crystal card, but I was not feeling our crystal card today, y'all. I'm going to still read it. It says, do you seek the divine in all your daily... Well, this was a good one. Do you seek the divine in all your daily interactions? Are you in the process of healing after a loss? Allow the loved ones to travel the sacred journey. Be assured that the truth is revealed in the end and recognize your divine feminine within. Okay? I integrate spirituality into my everyday life. I have a direct connection with the divine. I allow my body, mind, and spirit the time and space it needs to heal following any losses. I bless those who have completed their journey before me and now welcome the new journey. Listen, once again, this is a lot of energy saying y'all need to connect. Make sure y'all take time to really be intentional on how you're connecting to the ancestral realm. Somebody asked, and I know, y'all know I don't be paying attention to the messages that like that, but somebody did ask about how do you connect to ancestors even though you don't know them. That's why I say, like, really light candles and make sure that you're listening. Light your candles even though you don't have no pictures, but like I always light 3 candles. Y'all know I do everything in 3s. Whatever your number is, do it in that number. And just sit there with the intentions of wanting to hear from your ancestors, wanting to connect to your ancestors, and then be very intentional about the feeling, the actual knowing, the dynamics, the messages that are coming to you. Because a lot of times if you are being intentional, you might smell something different. You might feel something different. There's a lot of energy that comes up, okay? And it'll help you be really connected to that energy, okay? Blessings of all Hakim, okay? That's number 40. Let's see. I don't think I pulled this one before. I need to start using other cards. I be getting stuck on certain cards. We having like a whole... All right. So a blessing of divine wisdom of I hope I'm saying this, Al-Hakim is being ministered to your soul, watched over by Rumi himself. This is soul medicine. It is a spiritual gift of healing, prophecy, insight, and the capacity to surrender any impatient claim for what you cannot yet have. Ooh, ashe. As you receive this gift, this blessing, which happens at a soul level, your attitude to life becomes more curious, open, still, and receptive. You no longer have to drive the unfoldment of your desires into form. You rest in assurance that your daily application and effort is enough, and so is your surrender. Mental anguish is soothed, and you are able to accept the unfathomable nature of divinity in its expression of itself as life. You become comfortable with the reality that the price of being closer to the divine is the giving up of the need to always understand. Ooh, they try to do gut punches today. Okay, this oracle also comes with a special guidance to bring you peace. Look to the old ways, to the ancient wisdom teachings that run as the vein of life, giving love through all traditions. The old wisdoms teach of cycles, timing, of letting go to allow for the new life to happen, and of the greater intelligence and scheme of life to which we must surrender if we are ever to know even a moment of peace. The fire in your belly is a beautiful aspect of who you are. Just let it be the breath that swirls around and through the heart that ignites it, not the passing huffing and puffing of the impatient mind. You shall become one with the living holy paradox, and the healing power of your love shall know no bounds. So this still goes back to what I just said. All the love, being able to operate on the frequency of love, okay? Under the frequency of love. And because we're operating under the frequency of love, it brings in protection. It brings in guidance. It helps us release the fear of what is to come, what is going to happen, the unfoldment of the things. Because sometimes we're so stuck on what we want to see unfold, we're so stuck on the end result, and not just listening to the universe and saying, let them do what it is. Connecting once again to your ancestors, ancient ways, ancient wisdom. That is so important. Understand the meaning and the purpose of that, and why it's going to be. I just feel really, really like connected to the message of sit down, meditate, be still with your ancestors. Ask specifically what it is that you need guidance and help with. Make sure you're being very clear on the intentions that you're asking. Okay? Because you want to make sure, like, if you want more love in your life, you got to be love. You want more abundance in your life, you got to be abundant in your thinking. You can't ask for something that you are not. Okay? You have to understand how to embody and embrace whatever that emotion or that dynamic that it is that you're asking for. So whatever it is that you want to receive more of, make sure that you're operating in the frequency. And if you're not operating in the frequency, ask for that first. Ask for them to show you how to operate in the spirit of love more, in the spirit of compassion more, in the spirit of truth more. Okay? Ask for that first. That way, when that particular dynamic is coming up that you need more of it, you are already operating in the spirit of it as well. Okay? Ashe, I hope that helped someone out here. Don't be in conflict. Don't create confusion. Don't make it too hard. I say this, and I don't know if people listen, but don't make it too hard. Don't overthink the process. This is a beautiful journey if you don't overthink. It's your own intimate journey. It's your own intimate journey. And because it's your own intimate journey, it could be so beautiful. It could be so beautiful. But you just got to be very intentional on the beauty of it. Okay? The beauty of it. Like, be in gratitude. You don't even know what's coming, but just definitely be in gratitude for whatever it is. The lessons and the blessings. As they say. The lessons and the blessings. Ashe. Ashe. Peace, beloveds. Peace, peace, peace. So definitely, I'm about to get off of here so I can prep my own self. Because I do want to bring in this 8 o'clock hour outside. Hopefully it don't rain on my head. Definitely get out, walk if you can. Connect with nature. Ask for the energy and what it is that you are looking for to come in. Definitely, if you can, work with it twice today. Try to work with it twice. Okay? At least try to, get the energy in twice today. It's a really powerful day, y'all. All right? I love you. I love you. I love you. I will that y'all have an amazing day. I send you love and light throughout the journey today. Make sure that you are walking in your power and nothing less. Do not allow the bugs to get to you, because they going to try. The more you shine, the more them bugs going to fly. All right. Peace, beloveds.